Hey everybody, Alex Miller at Capnion here. I'm traveling now, but I thought it was important enough I had to drop a comment. Maybe you've seen this announcement of a partnership between Meta and Microsoft including the LLaMA2 model in Azure. And I think some important strategic landscape backdrop here, which I implicitly discussed in some of my other videos. There's a lot of big corporations that see the value in large language models, but do you really want to send all your data to OpenAI? One semi-viable route to having your own LLM is to do an existing open source model and refine it some way. And the first Llama was very popular for this, and it has a lot of descendants in the open source LLM world. I think it's important to note here, if you're already using Azure and a powerful model like LLaMA2 is available in Azure, does that work for you? Is that really what you wanted? So OpenAI is kind of a startup. They're a profit, not-for-profit. They're party to 10,000 lawsuits. They're setting money on fire. You can pick what frightens you, but there's a lot of stuff there mega corporate risk management doesn't like that much. But maybe if you're sending your data to Azure and you've already been doing and that's already above the board, maybe this solves your problem. So item number one, it's maybe true that we've gotten over a hump here and there's an exciting opportunity of maybe you really can do stuff inside of the risk management envelope you want now without a lot of extra headache, of course. This is something that's available in Azure, and it's pretty close, so you just have to turn it on. Radically different topic, kind of starting to flirt with antitrust enforcement and those kinds of conversations about big tech. In a video a week or two ago, I mentioned Mosaic ML. To the extent anybody's succeeding in raising VC money right now, it's overwhelmingly this generative AI space. A lot of people were attentive to these kinds of issues I'm mentioning, where big corporations want to use this technology, they have concerns about wanting control over data, where it goes, these kinds of things. And so that was a really big niche of companies working on these different training platforms or helping large companies make their own LLM, etc. This kind of thing, Llama appearing in Azure, does it just blow that up? And it's going to take some time to see if people really do feel like I expect they will feel about that option. But there's a whole space of startups out there that maybe are getting kicked in the teeth by this news. And if you look at some of the sorts of concerns about anti-competitive behavior in big tech in the past, it's exactly this kind of thing where something is released for free or on really favorable terms and everybody says, oh, isn't this nice? A lot of times it appears the intent is to just blow up some startups you worry you might have to uncomfortably compete with down the road. And it's tempting to see a bit of that in this decision. Of course, they don't let me hang out in the boardrooms at Microsoft or Meta, but a lot of people, especially kind of cognoscenti strategic positioning watchers, are going to look at this decision. It's great for you guys, and that's wonderful. It's pretty bad for a lot of startups that maybe would have been competing with these large companies down the road. So two different things to watch here, very different in mood. This could be getting you over the hump if you're a potential corporate user, and it's a really nice opportunity. It could be covertly ugly anti-competitive behavior, although not the kind that's really been held accountable in the past. So we'll see. Watch this one. I think it's pretty important.